and welcome back to Choice Bits of Bliss. My name is Cilla. We're going to be talking about Memorydex today. But before we do that, let me just tell you, this video is for themes on the 13th. And I know you're thinking, what does Memorydex have to do with themes on the 13th? Well, I'm going to explain. For me, I had gotten into the Memorydex journey because I saw it as a way to keep pivotal scriptures in front of my eyes. I wanted to be able to get this by Heidi Swapp and roll it and be able to see a promise, a power scripture, a foundation scripture, things that help me develop and grow as a human being. And I didn't do it. Now, these dies here are from Heidi Swapp. I bought them years ago. Like when Memorydex first kind of came on the scene, I was not scrapbooking, but I still was playing with my paper. And I wasn't really purchasing paper. I wanted to find ways to use my paper. So I made different projects over time. And when I heard about the Memorydex, I thought it was fascinating and I bought the dies. I did nothing else with it. I didn't even have this at that time. I bought this a year ago because Scrapbook and Cards Today was offering a class, and I thought that class would kind of jumpstart me. So I did not take the class, but I did buy this from scrapbook.com. And I don't know if you can still get it or not. It's super cute. And I'm probably going to use it, but for a totally different project. Well, when I bought this, and then because I do things backwards. I don't know if you knew that about me or not, and I just thought I might need to get that out there. I bought it first, then I read the reviews, and one of the reviews was like, the person was complaining that it's depending on how you make your cards, they become heavy and they fall down and you can't keep them up. Well, that gets in my head. It gets in my head, and I'm just like, well, I can't use that anymore, obviously. So I just put it in the closet. And I watched videos where people made Memorydex boxes. And of course I saw Paige Evans. Paige Evans uses one from Etsy that's beautiful. It's super cute. And I thought, I can do this. I can make my own box. Well, fast forward in time, and one of my scrappy friends mentioned that she was interested in getting into the Memorydex and playing with that small format of creativity. And I mentioned what I had in mind for my project. My first Memorydex project, I really wanted to be the scriptures. And then I think I want to do a memory, like a specific event memory in a Memorydex, and then swap it out. But that's down the road. So we talked about it. I started watching videos again, and I watched a person make one out of a box from the Dollar Tree. Give me 1 second and I'll go get the box. So it's a wooden box, and it has, I thought the dimensions were on the back, but I'm not seeing them. But anyway, it's just a small wooden box. Let's go ahead and measure it. That way, if you go to the Dollar Tree, if you're interested in this, then you'll know what to get. So this is about 4 1/4, and on the interior it is right at 4 inches, and the length is 6 6 1/4-ish. And the height is just over an inch. It's about 1 3/4 inches. That's all about. But anyway, so I went to the Dollar Tree and I got a couple. I followed the instructions, and it cost me $3.75 plus tax. So you're supposed to get pop dot tape. You're supposed to get paper straws, and then you use the pop tape in the back for the straws to sit on, and then you can paint it and decorate it any way you want to. Here was the hitch for me. And if you don't feel this way, this is a viable way to go. This particular die, which is not from one of these are Heidi Swapp. These don't fit in here. See that? These are the Heidi Swapp, and they do not fit. This die was one from Amazon, and I had to trim on each side to get this to fit in here. That was no bueno. I did not like that because I want to be able to do like things hanging off the side, coming off the top. I really want it to be dimensional. So if that is not important to you, this is a viable option, and it's very inexpensive. Let's move forward now, because y'all know now that things like that get stuck in my head and it doesn't work for me. I stepped away for 1 second just to put things away. I went to Hobby Lobby and was looking for another option. I found this. So this is supposed to be a sign. It had a picture hanger on the back so that it would hang on the wall like this. It's from the wood pile, and it cost $5.99. It was not on sale, but I'm okay with that. $6, and then I can redo it myself. I also purchased from their woodpile collection these dowels that are 12 inches long and 0.187 inches in diameter. So it's a small dowel, and this was $3.99, and I'm okay with that. It was not on sale. So we've got $9. No, Priscilla, do math. We have $10 in this project right now. $10. That's still cheaper than Etsy. Making it myself. I like this. So I took out, if you can see the holes right there, that's where the picture hanger was, and I took that off. I still have more painting to do to this, but I wanted to be able to show you how I'm progressing with this. So this slides, it has a sound to it. I used the tape from the Dollar Tree so that my dowels could sit on it, and then I did one rough coat of the dry paint technique. Just swapped it on. And this is paint that I already had here at the house, and I'm using sponge brushes that I already had here at the house, so it was no loss on that. I love that I have, room on each side for it to grow. I'm happy with this. For my scriptures, this I will use at a later date. It's not going to go to waste. But for my scriptures, then this is the project I'm working on now. This is what I'm happy with. So I'm glad with this. I'm happy with this. I'm glad with this something. Anyway, so Hobby Lobby had these on clearance. So $1.24. I'm going to use this one here, this handle, to put in the end after I get all my painting done. So I'm going to make this really cute. Okay, we have the box made, and I'm going to show you other dies that I have purchased. These I've gotten off of Amazon, and I've only purchased 3 dies from Amazon. I have no intentions of purchasing any more because my friend Emily, she mentioned that she found some cut files, and I was like, oh, of course, cut files. So I went to the Silhouette store, and sure enough, there are cut files that I can take advantage of. And I think once you have the dimensions here, you can pretty much take any shape and create a Memorydex card. So I'm excited about that. Now, I don't know if I'm going to ever use these things that came from the interior, but I have them. And I store my Memorydex dies because I'm not going to keep investing in them in this Sizzix plastic folder. I just slide all of this in here. I don't need them in any particular order. This is not something I'm going to spend a lot of time or heartburn over. I just need a place to put them and keep them safe. And this one actually does fit in there. Okay, let's put this to the side. Y'all did not come to this show to watch me wrestle with that. Okay, so now I'm not going to show every single one of these because this is something that this is a friend group that we just chat amongst each other, and amongst our little group, we decided that we wanted to encourage one another and do the scripture swap. So I will show a little bit. I used a 6x6 paper pad by Echo Park that was faith-based, and these are the cut aparts that were in it. So I think it's really cute. It's fun, and I'm super happy with this. Not everyone is into scriptures or subscribes to a faith, and that's okay. It's okay for us to encourage one another anyway. And sometimes scriptures are just about wisdom and our practical ways of living, regardless if you subscribe to a particular faith. That is all I'm going to share today. I thought this was an interesting and different take on our themes and how we can use our supplies for different projects. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you come back, and we will chat again soon. Bye-bye.